friend of mine let her Uber driver use her bathroom. And when her husband came home, she mentioned it. He went nuts. He was like, what? Like, you let a stranger in our house to use the bathroom? And she said, well, it was a long drive. It wasn't like, like here in the city, when you use an Uber, you go from one place to another, and the Uber drivers, they have plenty of places to stop and use the bathroom. This was outside the city. This was like, she was in the Uber for like 45 minutes. They were in like, I don't know, New Jersey or something. And they went from like one town to another, and it was a long trip, and they were stuck in traffic and whatever. So she said to the guy, do you need to come and use the bathroom? And he was like, yeah, actually, that'd be great. And he came in and used the bathroom and then got back in the car and left. It was a non-experience, but everyone around her, her friends, her husband, are like, that's insane. You're crazy for allowing him to come in. Like, you didn't know that the guy wasn't gonna do something to you. You're a woman. He's a man. Like, you're already vulnerable. And she's like, no, I'm a decent human being, and he's a human being who had to pee. Like, he came in, he peed, he left. It was no big deal. I was like, but it's COVID. Why would you let a stranger in your house during COVID?
That's the one thing, that it is COVID. So, but you're going to be in a car with him. So if you're going to be in a car with him, you can be in the same house with him. It's not like you're riding on the hood of the car. You're in the same car.
But you don't go in the Ubers or the cabs. I do. There's a plate glass thing up. There's a boundary. So they're facing forward wearing a mask, and you're in the back facing forward wearing a mask, and there's a boundary between you. And I always roll the window down, so there's also like fresh air. Do you know what I mean? So it's very different than having somebody walk into your house, touch your stuff, germs. I don't know, like just the germ factor alone. So she was yelling at us, telling us that we are not nice human beings. Like she was just being human to this guy, and that, we're wrong for judging her.
Okay, if it wasn't COVID time and you're not worried about disease or whatever, is it all right to let him in?
There's a diner in town you can go. I'm sure they'll let you use your bathroom. And you'll find a Starbucks that'll let you use the bathroom.
I think that's the ID channel talking.
Yeah, I'm not letting a stranger in my house.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not letting a stranger in my house. I don't care. In fact, I was livid. So when my mom was moving, she took a couple of pieces of furniture from me, and her furniture guys came here to pick it up to get the stuff to take to her house. Like, they made a stop on the way up to her house of the day that she was moving. Joe told me the next day when I got back that he let the mover guy use our bathroom, and that, how can I say this nicely? The guy went number 3.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean, but that's no.
In a client's bathroom. There's a bathroom in the basement. The doormen have a bathroom right behind there. There's 3 public restrooms in this building. But my boyfriend let this guy go number 3 in the only bathroom I have.
Yeah, but that's just being a human.
No.
Yeah, somebody's got to pee. Somebody's got to pee.
Oh yeah, he didn't. If he had to pee, that's fine.
Okay, but
he didn't have to pee.
Know. You're not going to ask that question.
Let me tell you something. When he showed up later on, he reeked of alcohol. So when you're hungover the next day and you still like smell like alcohol from the night before, and you know what that does to your insides, and you need a bathroom, you do not use. I'm sorry, you don't use a client's bathroom. You stop somewhere else and say, sorry, we're a couple of minutes late. I had to use a bathroom. But you don't use a client's bathroom. That is not cool.
No, I think if you got to use it, you got to use it. I mean, you're there doing a service for them. You're an Uber driver, or you're helping move furniture. You're doing a service. You can let them use the bathroom.
No, you're not my friend who I've invited into my house. I'm not hosting you. I'm paying you to do a service. So now I have to clean up after.
Pee, though.
Huh?
People still have to pee.
Right, which is why there are not 1, but 3 public restrooms in my building. My boyfriend could have said to him, there's 1 in the lobby and there's 2 in the basement.
That's really rude, though. Dude.
I thought it was rude that he even asked. Nope, I thought it was the rude thing was him asking to use our bathroom. That was the rude thing.
I guess. I've never been in that situation. I would have no issue with that at all. I mean, when the husband bitched at her for letting the guy in from Uber, that just brings back memories of Mad Men, where, Don got pissed off that she let a vacuum salesman in the house to use the bathroom. That's so 1950.
See? No, it's even what I'm saying is even back then, they didn't want strangers using their bathroom.
No, he didn't want a stranger hooking up with his wife. That's why he was pissed. He wasn't.
Well, that's his problem.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about the germs. Like it's bad enough that my germs are in there. I have a stranger's germs. Now I got to disinfect my bathroom.
You haven't cleaned that bathroom in months, so I can just imagine.
I clean like crazy now. I'm still trying to get those germs out of there.
Oh, God, that's disgusting.
See? It's disgusting. I told you.
I know, but still, I couldn't look at a guy and say, "No, you can't use my bathroom."
Now, Lion King Kitty said it's not rude. I don't know. Does she mean that it's rude? It's not rude of me, or it's not rude of him? And wait, Rob says I'm a realtor, and I can tell you how many times I show a house and a buyer walks into the bathroom and uses it. Well, so is that rude? Is it like if you're okay? So if you're a realtor and you're showing a house and nobody lives there, I guess that's a little different. I mean,
no, most of the time you're showing a house that somebody lives in. I've done that before because you're looking at, 10 houses in one day. Mm-hmm. You got to pee at some point. There's a bathroom.
David says, nope, sorry. We're in a pandemic. Too many crazy stories. Send them to Wendy's or Taco Bell.
If you're a realtor, no, you let them use it.
It doesn't matter who you are.
No, I'm saying if he's a realtor and the client that you're bringing around uses the bathroom, you shouldn't have an issue with that.
Well, it depends. If somebody lives in the house and you're showing a house that someone lives in, that's rude.
I'm still
to go into someone's
through the house.
No, you can't use someone's bathroom. But if it's an empty house and you're showing like an empty house, that's different. Bushes?
So use the outhouse before I go in there? No, There's 4 bathrooms in this house. I'm going to use one of them.
Rob says most houses still have owners living in them. And Lion King Kitty says, not using my bathroom, especially as a woman alone. And that's the point I'm making. That's the other issue.
Right. I mean, there is the ID channel in you coming out. And because you watch too many ID shows, you're not going to let anybody in your house. But you know who it is because he's on your app.
The Uber guy?
The Uber guy. You're going to know who it is. So if you die, they're going to check your history on your phone and then arrest him.
Well, they'll just find the killer faster. But how about this? I want to avoid being killed in the first place.
Okay.
He can use a Starbucks.
But he's like, dude, I'm going to drive you 45 minutes. Let me pee. Or it's going to be a very uncomfortable ride for both of us. Because you know what? It's summer and I'm turning the heat on. Just because you pissed me off and you wouldn't let me use the bathroom.
But no, how would he know if I was letting him use the bathroom? It's after the trip is over. He could put the heat on by then. What do I care? I'm not in the car anymore.
I thought when he picked her up, that's when he wanted to use the bathroom.
No. After the end of the trip, she said to him, because they've been in the car for 45 minutes, do you need to use the bathroom? I would have been like, especially if I had a house, I'd be like, yo, you do? See that tree over there? It's all yours.